Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast. My name is Kim Johnson and I am a master mindset coach, creative strategist, and also happen to be a farmer. This is my chicken coop and I come out here every day to record a podcast, to teach distinctions, possibilities, new ways of thinking, and just bring some joy into the world. So welcome to the coop and let's start your day off in a fantastic way. Hey everybody, good morning. Here's a little statistic for you that I find absolutely fascinating. Neuroscience tells us that obviously we all know we interpret the world through our eyes, but neuroscience says that 40% of what we think we see comes from our eyes. The rest of it is made up of patterns that we have learned over time and have taken into memory. So think about this. If that's true, then the situations we're seeing and experiencing are mostly interpretations. Now, I don't know about those statistics, and I don't know how accurate they are. But when you hear it, and you know it comes from a science-based organizational way of doing things, it puts you back and it makes you stop and think, okay, can I believe my lying eyes? And I love that phrase, it's like my lying eyes are telling me this. And why is this so important to us? Well, one, we have to make sure that we're checking in with ourselves to regularly stay calm enough to say, let me see, what did I really see? Pause, interpret the information, and then come up with our list of what else could it be. That's where this powerful question comes in, what else could it be? Because when we do that, then we recognize that we've got this opportunity to give ourselves the spectrum of what it could be and really see a spectrum of what it could be. I do this constantly with my clients where we'll have conversations about, okay, that's what you saw. Okay, great. Yeah, that could be it, but it could also be this, or it could be this, or it could be this, it could be this. And then they pause and they go, wow, I didn't think of those other ones. Right. That's exactly what this is talking about. So we have to stop and pause and take that part of the world in and twist ourselves sometimes into a pause, because sometimes it's hard. When you see something, you want to react, you want to be impulsive, you want to see it, but you have to make sure that, quote unquote, your lying eyes are actually giving you true information, or as true as we can be. Because again, especially when we're dealing with other humans, we don't always have a very clear understanding that they don't see things the way we do no matter what. Everyone's interpreting it different. I always wonder, does this color show up the same to this person as it does to me? Does this feel the same way to me as it does to this person? And we're all just doing our best to interpret, but we're in our little silos in our head and our bodies trying to interpret. So it's very challenging as a human to be able to do that with other people. Now, the second part of this that's so insane to me is this is what makes it so easy to be manipulated. Really think about this for a second. If this is true and you are experiencing something different than someone else and they are better at presenting their argument than you are being manipulated and you're being, pulled down an alleyway that says, hey, question yourself and really look and say, hey, I really believe this is what my interpretation was. This other person or these other people or advertisers, especially advertisers, can completely manipulate us as human beings. We can get pulled in, see what we want to see, and then get pulled into what they see. So why are we so easily manipulated? Well, it's because we really haven't hunkered down into what stuff means to us before we react to it. And we have to know what that is. So I absolutely will say I have become over the years slower in processing when I'm making decisions for myself. That's why, no joke, I actually have about 80 tabs open on my browser on my computer, because I might think I want something and I will let it sit in the cart, or I will keep going back to the tabs and have processing time to decide if I want to do it. Now, I'm not like that all the time. I've become better at processing so that I don't make those mistakes of impulse and buy something that sucks, or buy into somebody's doctrine, or just say, oh yeah, that's fantastic immediately. Now, am I still quick to make decisions? Yes, I am very quick to make decisions that are necessary in the moment. What I'm not quick to do is be manipulated anymore. And that's because I'm willing to pause. So when you recognize that only 40% comes through your eyes, you have to stop and pause and say, how am I processing this? Is this just memory? Is this the patterns? What am I doing? And am I being manipulated? Because that will save you a lot of trouble. All right, my friends, I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.